All right, guys, we are back, and our players are in the game. And over here, kind of towards the middle top of the map, Desert Oasis, is our blue Terran player up 2-1 in this set. It is Complexity QXC. Down here at the bottom middle portion of the map is our red Terran player from the team Quantic Gaming. It is Illusion.
Purple suits you better. You know who else heard that? Purple suit? The Joker from Batman. You wore a purple suit. Does certain colors do make you look bigger? Like, for instance, white makes you look wider if you wear it, whereas black makes you look slimmer. But I don't know about red.
I actually don't know any of those things.
Red is probably one of the larger colors. Usually it's lighter, warmer colors that make you look larger, generally.
The more you know.
They trick the eye. That's right. I had to know this. I was artsy-fartsy in college. So
anything to do with fashion or clothes or any of that, I'm right out.
Ah, I see. You have nice selection. You have nice choices in hats, though.
Oh, why, thank you.
You do have quite the hat selection. Hat collection?
Yes.
Of which you have a large selection.
And I'm proud of that quite a bit.
That's right.
Well, QXC is setting up possibly for a Reaper here, as Barracks are down as close to his opponent's base as possible while still putting them inside of his main.
Which is to say very close to his opponent's base.
That is a fact, actually. It is Desert Oasis. He can't jump up there pretty easily.
Yep.
Now, his opponent is actually going to go command center first.
And
float to the island.
I love it. That is so amazing and brave and wonderful, and he's putting it into place that QXC will probably not scout for a while at least. I feel like we saw him try this in a different game on this map.
Yeah. Didn't he go 3 command center?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we saw
he did
yesterday, right?
Against Protoss. No, against... Yeah, it was against Zerg.
No, yeah, it was against Zerg. It was yesterday.
Yeah, it was against Sleep,
Sleep,
it?
Yeah,
okay. That's right. He likes to hide command centers on this map. Definitely getting into the spirit of the tournament.
Yes. Still winning your Spirit Award?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I would say so. 2 barracks as well, so he needs to kind of stay safe after going for that command center first. It's pretty obvious. Reaper on the way for QXC. It's rallied into his base, which suggests to me that he wants to get a couple of them out.
And it looks like QXC is taking a little bit longer way around, but not going to find that command center quite yet. Illusion actually putting up a 3rd command center as well. So, I'm sorry, 3rd barracks as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So Marines are going to start popping out now, so hopefully it won't take too much damage from this, but he's going to need those Marines very quickly.
Yep, that's right. And QXC just hopping all over the place.
Yes, he
Taking that Xel'Nagitar for just a second, and yep, Illusion heading to the island again.
And QXC should show up and think, wait a second, that is a really late orbital command. Where's your command center at?
He's like, all right, 3 barracks.
Over here.
It's like, well, an SCV Marine all-in would be a little bit silly, which is what you would normally expect if you saw 3 barracks, no gas, command center. So he's like, all right. The timing, though, makes me think that you probably got a command center somewhere else. So QXC, yeah, if he is as familiar with these maps as I think he is, then he should know that Illusion is probably going to be going for that. It's a Reaper speed again for Complexity. Actually, no, for QXC the first time this match. Illusion got that last time.
Yes, you did, but it's still the second time we've seen it in this best of 5.
That's right. Oh, I love it.
The cockles of my casting heart.
See, what other tournament would you get to see Reaper speed in? You know, not too many of them.
That's true.
That's right.
Anything that involves QXC in the finals.
Could be.
Well, let's see here now as Illusion trying to back away with those SCVs, and QXC really hasn't put on a lot of pressure yet. He's trying to save up a lot of those Reapers, but he has revealed multiple of them on the field now, so we'll see how Illusion wants to react to this. Of course, does have an orbital command finished over here at the island.
Yeah, QXC is timing this out, so he's going to have about 5 Reapers when Reaper speed finishes, and that is a formidable force. You can micro really, really well with that once speed finishes, and you just have enough to kill things really, really fast.
Well, Illusion's actually going to make his way out on the map right now as he is rallying out a few Marines. Going to keep some back at home for defense as he adds on a tech lab. He has double gassed at this point and adding on a factory as well. But, of course, QXC will pick up on this, so running away with those Reapers for now.
Yep. And I think that might be his position to run into his opponent's base as well. Yeah, Illusion. He's got a long way to walk. QXC's got plenty of time to defend, and he's got a medevac on the way as well.
Yeah, so those Reapers will have a lot more maneuverability, and he should be able to pick those up as well when this happens. So Here come the Reapers around the side. The Marines already pick up on them, though, but the Reapers are inside of the main.
Yep, that's right. And he's going to kill quite a bit. He needs to be a little bit careful with this.
Yes, he
needs
does.
to make sure he doesn't get trapped or anything like that. And, whoa, whoops, attacking the building.
Yep, one of the Reapers almost goes down, actually on very low health, just 2 hit points for now. Starport coming up, though. I've got to say, not a lot of damage has been done quite yet.
QXC making 2 Reapers at once right now with that medevac.
Making a couple of or a little bit additional barracks as well, loading
Supply
up
block.
for those Reapers. And
for Illusion. Oh, and he knows. He knows. He doesn't even need to look. QXC, of course.
But there was
what's going on.
Illusion, you can do this. You can do this, Illusion. He sees it, but it's too late.
Whoops. That's not so good.
Look at that. He already picks up and gets out of there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, these SCVs are now forfeit.
That will take away a lot of mining time. But here come the Reapers. Oh, the humanity. There's nothing they can do. They're all going to die.
Oh, that's horrific.
Yep. That's just the way it is sometimes.
I suppose so. And that's going to go back.
New Age scan. That's right.
That's
Let's
pretty
bring
awesome.
a medevac. Yep, that works.
4 Reapers with Reaper speed. All right, well, he is expanding himself. Illusion has built a pretty decent force, though. He's sitting on 58 supply. He's got he's worker disadvantage now, but it's not all that great, and he will be able to double produce SCVs for quite a while.
Yep. Now, QXC does need to be a little bit careful. I mean, his opponent could move out with a very strong army, but that would let things like this happen.
Well, let's see here as those Reapers
he
picking
hit
up one more time.
Can he hit that? No, he can't hit the supply depot from below ground. I thought maybe he could, but they fixed a lot of that.
Yeah, just out of range, unfortunately. Stim is coming up, and fortunately, this is late enough in the game. We don't have Stimmed Reapers.
Yep, that's right.
Those
Stimmed Reapers. Jeez, that'd be terrifying. There's so many Reapers out right now. How many is that total? 14 Reapers. That could be the most Reapers I have seen in a game in a very, very long time. Yeah, and go ahead and drop into that, Illusion.
And Illusion is certainly expressing his what he feels about all those Reapers on the map.
I'd be a little bit surprised, too, if I saw that.
And looks like he will be able to get up to the side. He actually is able to pick off a few of those Reapers. Yeah, Marauder's a pretty good unit.
Yeah.
And looks like he's going to start going after the engineering bay. No, decides he doesn't want to pick that off for free. He's going to go around the side.
Yeah, he could just come right up the ramp here. I mean, the thing is, his Reapers are good, but not against like a big-time bio ball like that. That is so many Reapers.
Yeah, it is.
He really, like QXC, I mean, if he just has like one more bunker with stuff, he can totally just counterattack with those Reapers.
All right. Well, looks like Viking is going to start picking away at those medevacs there, but supply depots should still be a little bit of vision. Now, looks like he's going to back away. It's getting repaired up now.
Yep. And the gold base has been taken now. QXC really needs to start being a little bit more active around the map, otherwise he's not going to be able to keep up with his opponent. And there we go. The Reapers making their way out right now.
Oh, my God.
And I believe these guys are as fast as Speedlings, actually. I think they have the same speed.
3.84.
Maybe Speedlings are a little bit faster.
Speedlings 4.2?
They could be.
I'm not sure, but anyway.
They're fast. That's the point. They're pretty quick.
Very, very fast. So let's see here now as Illusion does have 2 more barracks coming up. It'll be a total of 6 along with his the rest of his bio production. So Medevac makes its way into the main. He's going to draw a few units away. So QXC looks like that was calculated to allow the Reapers to make their way around the left.
Now, what does Illusion have defending at the gold base? Not a whole lot right now. QXC's going to kill so many of these SCVs.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man, look at that. Oh, the humanity.
Once again, the humanity.
That's right.
Like, Illusion is going to have to, much like a Nomad, going to have to go find another spot to put down this orbital command.
Yep, honestly, he could probably DPS down that fairly quickly, too. QXC's command center being very brave.
Yeah. And we'll see here how much he wants to do.
Killed.
Wow, actually, he's just going to die.
QXC, why? Oh, whoops. That's what you get for microing. Oh, man, he did try, and he lost quite a few Reapers down to just 3.
Yeah, no kidding. It looks like Illusion's just going to push his way up. He's going to pick off that bunker very, very quickly. Not a lot back home. Unfortunately, Illusion does lose a lot of his forces in that drop, but he's going to continue to push his way through here now.
Yeah, I mean, QXC's not out of it just yet, despite losing that command center.
Oh, Marine was left behind.
That's sad.
Goes against the code of the Marines.
These things happen.
Yeah, I suppose.
And Illusion finally going down to his normal natural expansion.
That's
it's about
boring.
Time. Yeah. Things still threatening. I mean, Illusion just has a lot of stuff out on the map that QXC needs to worry about, you know?
Oh,
Ooh,
and it looks like QXC could lose a couple more Reapers here. No!
Wow.
One of those Reapers does go down, another one very low in health, but the others do survive.
Yep. That drop still lurking outside the base. Neither one of these players really able to be terribly aggressive right now. Illusion can't exactly break QXC right now, but he can kind of contain him to a certain extent.
Right. And it looks like QXC is going to dance away. Does he have another command center coming up? He does. It's about halfway constructed at the moment, but of course his opponents...
Oh, the Reapers, they ran right into him. Oops.
Yep. But Illusion already on a considerable worker lead, up by 7, and we'll have extra mules coming down as well.
Yep. That's right. So things kind of slipping away from QXC a little bit. I can't believe he let his command center die. Just really, really must have gotten distracted at that point. That was kind of the worst thing that could have happened. I mean, if he still would have had that right now, he'd be in such a much better spot.
And taking a look around, looks like 6 barracks up for both players at the moment. No, actually, I'm sorry. I thought Illusion had added some more, but indeed he has not.
It is an illusion on a desert oasis. It is hard to see things sometimes.
I suppose so. Thankfully, we have this oasis here. Otherwise, I'd be parched.
That's right. You know, there's not a lot of green on this oasis. You ever notice that?
Yeah, that's true. This is about the extent of it, actually.
When I remade this map, I made sure to add a lot of trees and water, because it is an oasis, so... I don't think I could survive very long in the oasis that this is.
Very conservation-minded of you.
That's right. Well, it's an oasis. It's supposed to have that stuff.
All right. Well, Illusion's going to drop, but the units are already here for QXE. We'll see if this is going to be good enough for Illusion. He does have a lot of medevacs sitting overhead, and it looks like he is going to suffer some losses here, but his production is just too darn good. He's still up by 40 supply.
Yeah, like Illusion can totally trade with QXE right now and be fine with that. Look, he's already got a decent amount of forces at home. QXE still just kind of sitting on one base, and until he gets a second one, he needs to be so careful about how he decides to use his units. Even in something like defending, I mean, he needs to just be careful, you know?
Yeah, we'll see if Illusion just wants to make a big Doom drop. A lot of his supply is tied up in medevacs at the moment. He has a medevac basically for every unit. And QXE actually floating away with all of his SCVs.
Well, he should float to the island. That's what he should do.
Well, he's got another command center up. Not sure, is this going to the gold? It
yeah,
is.
He's going to try to defend at the gold. Yep.
But Illusion, he's already in position. It looks like QXE is going to have to run away.
Yeah, I would say so right now. All he wants to do is really draw Illusion away from there.
And don't think he's going to be able to do just that. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, a drop coming in for QXE. Illusion's trying to put up a command center, but it wasn't controlled all that much, and Illusion's going to be able to clean that up.
Yep. So Illusion just continuing to get a bigger and bigger lead. He's almost doubling QXC's supply right now. Been playing very tricky all game, too.
Yes, he has been. Another 11 Marines coming up at the moment. It's been a long day.
Yeah,
Don't judge me, Doa.
I will not do that.
Okay, thank you.
No.
Oh,
never.
Appreciated.
You're welcome.
Well, here comes Illusion now. He's got those 9 medevacs sitting overhead. There is another orbital command sitting there for QXC. Watching the choke point, unfortunately not a planetary fortress, no matter how bad it wants to be when it grows up.
Yep.
And looks like Illusion is just going to try and drop the main, but QXC should see this with the SCV. He's got to shift a lot of forces back. It's a huge amount of damage output, though.
Yeah, I mean, does QXC have what can handle this? I don't think he does, actually, this game.
I don't either. More Marines are actually killing that as well, so QXC trying to bring a few forces back at the moment, but unfortunately Illusion just has a lot of stuff. He is actually going to pick up and go back home, not really losing any medevacs either, so...
Yeah, no kidding. A little bit lucky there, kind of keeping them all alive. Illusion not able to kill the supply depot with the supply drop on it, too, so that will be, a little bit more supply that QXC gets to keep. Everything is just kind of going in Illusion's favor this game, though. I don't know if QXC can really come back unless Illusion makes some sort of like gigantic mistake.
Well, it looks like he's going to try and take a third base as well. Does he have any additional infrastructure coming up? Not really. He will need a couple more unit-producing structures here in just a bit. And Illusion is going to go through the destructible rocks now.
And QXC knows what's going on, but again, the question, can he stop it, really? I mean, his upgrades are okay. They're not terrible, but oh, man, losing that gold base again. QXC still just on one mining base. It's going to make it very, very tough, even though he will clean up this drop.
Yeah, he does clean that up, but of course Illusion moving through with a lot of units through the top, although his supply lead has dropped to about 56 at the moment. However, Illusion going to start powering his way through, picking up some units from the high ground as well. QXC finally is able to turn in and start attacking.
Yeah, that maybe was a bit of a miscalculation by Illusion there for a moment, but I think with the reinforcements coming down at the gold base, he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, looks like that command center is going to go down, so just one base mining for him, and Illusion still sitting on 3 bases.
Yep, Illusion kind of slowly picking apart Complexity QXC, getting one step closer to tying things up and going to an ace match. This has been a really close match, though. I mean, both these guys are pretty well matched against each other on these maps.
Yeah, very much so. And again, you mentioned different perspectives going
into
absolutely, this. You know, QXC, a guy who kind of made his name with good aggression on these earlier maps way back when. And Illusion, a guy who has said multiple times in this tournament, I don't even know what this map is.
That's right. And he was like, wow, this map is big. This map is small.
This map has a lot of rocks.
That's right. This map has a lot of Zelnaga towers.
Yeah. Well, let's see here as QXC, that's about his only forces. He's got another good bit trying to go over to the golds, and we'll look at that here in just a second as Illusion does decimate everything up at the top. QXC looks like he's going to try and get a base in return here, but of course he's going to lose his only mining base. There it is, GG, and Illusion has tied things up 2-2.